The tasks shown on the screen are what we'll be using in the next step. Before we uninstall the battery, we need to remove the crank and chainring first. Now, let's use an 8mm sliding hex wrench to loosen the screws connecting the crank and the chainring assembly to the bottom bracket. On the drive side, align the crank puller with the screw hole on the chainring assembly and tighten the crank puller to loosen the crank on both sides and the chainring, then remove them from the shell. Let's take a look under the bike. We'll use a T10 sliding Torx compatible wrench to loosen the screws on the bottom cover, which is under the bottom bracket. After removing the bottom cover, pull out all the cables and disconnect all of them. Next, we'll use a T30 sliding Torx compatible wrench to loosen the 2 screws located under the down tube that secure the battery. One screw is closer to the front of the bike, and the other is closer to the bottom bracket. Now we can pull out the battery from the down tube. Let's get ready to install the battery. Insert the battery into the down tube, making sure the screw holes on the battery align perfectly with the ones on the down tube. Once the battery is accurately positioned, use a T30 sliding Torx compatible wrench to fasten the 2 screws securing the battery. Then, use a torque wrench to tighten them to 6 Newton meters. At this point, follow the label colors and reconnect all the cables according to the arrow symbols. Then, organize the cables. Place the motor cable into the cable guide on the chainstay and tuck all other cables back into the space inside the bottom cover. And after placing the bottom cover, use a T10 sliding Torx compatible wrench to fasten the screws on the bottom cover. Then use a torque wrench to tighten them to 2 Newton meters. We're almost finished. Now use an 8mm sliding hex wrench to tighten the screws connecting the crank and chainring assembly to the bottom bracket. Then use the torque wrench to tighten the screws to 35 Newton meters. Finally, after placing the chain back on the chainring, rotate the pedals to ensure the chain is correctly seated on the chainring.